Hey guys, what's going on? It is Greg, and I just wanted to make, this is probably going to be a two-part video, so just a warning up front. So I just wanted to make the first part of this video, and I wanted to explain a little bit of why I think cold brew sucks. And I think cold brew is the worst way to drink coffee. If you're a big cold brew lover, I know people are fanatics about cold brew. It's like one of the top selling things at the coffee shop. I get it. It's quick, it's easy, it kind of tastes like coffee, there's a smoothness to it that people really like. But my problem with cold brew all stems to the fact that when you drink cold brew, you are tasting the process, not the product. In the process of cold brew, you are steeping the coffee for a long amount of time in room temperature or chilled water. The process takes so long that I think in most cold brew scenarios, you're tasting that process, that long steeping time. You're tasting that more than you're tasting the coffee. And I've told people, and I have a theory, that any coffee done like cold brew is going to taste like cold brew. It's not going to taste like coffee. And as somebody who loves coffee, I love what coffee represents. I love all the different regions and different types and varieties of coffee. I love tasting each of those different varieties and what their own unique flavors and profiles and stuff. And I really feel like when you drink cold brew, you are just giving all of that up. So you might as well buy the cheapest coffee ever if cold brew is your favorite. And for me, enjoying those varieties, enjoying those different flavors is really what coffee's all about. So I don't like cold brew because all you do is taste the process, not the product. Part one of the video, we're gonna run to the grocery store, we're gonna grab some coffee, and we're gonna start cold brewing it. I'm going to get 3 different varieties, and then part 2 of this video, I'm actually going to taste test it myself. I'm probably going to force a couple other people to taste test it and give me their honest feedback, and we'll find out. Does cold brew really suck? Are you really just tasting the process of cold brew and you're not tasting the delicious product that the farmers and the roasters have put in to create this thing? Are you just tasting cold brew and not the coffee? So that's the plan. I hope that sounds good to you. So let's run to the store. Got my coffee. Are you excited to see what I got? I tried to get a very good spectrum of all of the different varieties of coffee out there. The first one I got, and it's the only one that's not full bean, like whole bean, is I got some Folgers. I haven't had Folgers since forever. It's actually what my parents drink, but they drink half calf. It's probably my first time ever purchasing Folgers, so I'm not very excited for it, but I feel like it'd be a good part of the test. Number 2, so this is a step up from Folgers, and that would be Starbucks. So I picked the breakfast blend because it's a little more kind of like medium. It's not as dark, and it's really the only one they had at whole bean. So I feel like giving it every benefit of the doubt by grinding it fresh to make cold brew. The last one I got is Intelligentsia, and so I got Intelligentsia's house blend. I know a lot of people that like it, a lot of people drink it. It's probably their most sold one. Intelligentsia is definitely considered specialty coffee, so this is the higher end of the 3, and I'm actually going to throw in another one. I'm going to do some corner coffee, our 28th and Hennepin. This is currently an Ethiopian coffee, and I'm really just throwing this in because I've always wanted to try it cold brew and just never had a chance. So that's our lineup. My plan is to do like a 1:8 ratio and let it steep for however long Kelsey says, probably around 12 hours. She's nodding her head. she's filming. And then we will taste test and see how it goes. So got my Folgers, got my Starbucks, got my Intelligentsia, and my Corner Coffee Ethiopia. It's interesting, the price points on this one for, I don't even, how much comes in this? So this is actually only 10 ounces, which is surprising to me, but for roughly the same amount of coffee, the Folgers was like $5 or $6, the Starbucks was like $8 or $9. The Intelligentsia, I think, was 10, and then at Corner we sell the 28th and Hennepin, we sell it for $20. So got a wide variety here. If you've enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see the next video coming tomorrow. Also, down below in the comments, leave some thoughts at this point. If you haven't watched the second part of this, leave some thoughts of what you think the differences will be, if people will be able to notice whether or not this is interesting to you. It's really interesting because we did everything in grams, and the Folgers and the Starbucks, they took up a lot of room for 187 grams of coffee, but the Intelligentsia and the Corner coffee was significantly less volume for 187 grams. So I think that has something to do with the roast levels. But yeah, tune in tomorrow if you want to see the second part of this, where we go give people samples and taste test, and where I taste test it. Yeah, that's all I got, guys. See you tomorrow. Peace.